See our third supplementary, that is Ranga's marriage from a book snapshot. Okay, this is our third chapter after the address. Okay, let's see the glimpses of it first. Ranga, he is the accountant's son. Okay, the boy name is Ranganathan. The boy's name is Ranganathan. Okay, he is the accountant's son. He is one of the rare breed among the village folk who has been to the city to pursue his studies. That means out of the entire people who were living in the village, Ranganathan was the one person, okay, who believed that he can educate his son so that he can be helpful to the village people over here, so that the outsiders from the city cannot fool the people in the village. When he returns to his village from the city of Bangalore, the crowds mill around his house. Okay, the crowd is gathered outside his house, whether he has changed or not. Because if you see the mentality, those people, they did not believe in education, they believed only in their occupation and to get the money. So they believed that if he went to city and he come back, that means definitely he is a changed man. His ideas about marriage are now quite different, that we have to find out whether it is the same perception of his or whether his ideas have got changed. Okay, now this chapter, it is being written by Masti Venkatesa Iyengar. Okay, he was a well known writer in Kannada language. He was the fourth among Kannada writers to be honored with the Gnanpith Award, the highest literary honor conferred in India. He was popularly referred to Masti Kannada Dada, Asti, which means Masti is Kannada's treasure. He is the most renowned for his short stories. He wrote under the pen name Srinivasa. He was honored with the title Rajaseva Sakta by then the Maharaja of Mysore Nalwadi, that is Krishna Raja Vadeyar. Okay, so this information about the author you have to remember very well for your question answers brief introduction as well as the MCQ part. He was born on 6th June 1891 in Hongenalhali, Molar, Taluk, Kolar district, Karnataka. He died in 6th June 1986 when he was aged 95, Bangalore. The nickname or the pet name, that was Srinivasa Masti. Occupation, he was the district commissioner, professor as well as the writer. Nationality, Indian. Okay, his main concept was fiction. Subjects was Kannada literature. Okay, and the Kannada literature Navodaya, it was his literary movement or the articles of it. Now, starting with the summary of the lesson or all about the lesson, I will explain you all. Ranga's marriage by Masti Venkatesh Iyengar. It is a story of a boy who returns from a village after receiving the education in English medium from Bangalore. Okay, so it was a very big achievement that somebody from village has gone for pursuing in English medium. Okay, now the boy is the son of the accountant of the village, so definitely if one person is qualified, then only he will think that his child or the children have to be get educated. They live in the village Hoshahalli in Mysore. Okay, the boy when returns, the whole village floods over him. That means all the crowd is gathered. If you must have seen on television that when some person is coming from the city to a rural area, the people how they are gathered to see how he looks, how he is dressed, like that, to see if there is change in his personality. Now they are very much curious enough that whether the person has changed by his thoughts, language, and by his attire or the clothes. Okay, however, to their dismay, that means, or by their bad luck, he still has the same eyes and mouth and everything else is the same. Okay, so he is the same person, same way he is dressed. Okay, and same way he has returned back. So it was a very sad point for the villagers to have a look now. He did the traditional namaskar and all got dispersed off. The story is a first person narrative and the major portion of the story is a flashback. The speaker directly addresses the reader. Okay, now over here the narrator who is narrating the story, okay, he tells about the present situation and the flashback of the boy. Okay, that is Ranga or Ranganathan, and he's talking about the past history about him. The speaker directly addresses the reader. The narrator is the neighbor of the protagonist. Protagonist means the character. Who is the character? Or the Ranganathan. He introduces the story with a difference by first giving a detailed description of their village Hoshahalli. He then praises the mangoes from the village. He asks the reader that if he or she has ever heard of the village. He replies to the question himself, for the village was not located in any maps for the English hours. Now, Ranganathan, he used to always feel that I should make this village known, because we could not be even seen in the world map, or at least Indian map. So it was a very, very saddening point for him that even it is not located in any maps. Okay, and the ones in our country forgot to put it there. Then he introduces Ranga, the protagonist in that time 10 years ago, or the character Ranganathan, how he was 10 years ago. Ranga had gone to Bangalore for studies and had returned home after 6 months. It was the time when English was a language not, and a few people who used it. All used to use in Kannada language in that village. All the villagers arrived at Ranga's place and began scrutinizing him. They started observing him to understand him. To their dismay, he was still the same old Ranga and left disappointed. That means, of their bad luck or of their sadness, they found that Ranga was the same old person and they went disappointed. However, the narrator stayed back and shared few jokes with the boy and then left later in the afternoon. Ranga arrived at the narrator home with a few oranges. Okay, now Ranga, he is going to the narrator's place along with the oranges. The narrator judged the boy and felt it to marry such a well educated and a humble boy. Okay, now he saw that how cultured he is, how values he have in spite of going to the city for 10 years. So he found that this boy should get married now. We should find a bride for him. The narrator judged the boy and felt it to marry such a well educated and humble boy. However, Ranga had no plans to settle as a married man. He put his views on marriage in front of the narrator, that he wanted to get a girl married who is mature and someone Rangappa could admire. That means, looking at the girl's knowledge, wisdom, and the personality, Ranga should feel that yes, she is the girl whom he can marry. So he thought that no, not unless a proper girl is being found. Ranga left after the discussion, and the narrator decided that he would get the boy married. Determined, he began considering Ramarao's niece Ratna, okay, as a suitable bride for Ranga. Now the narrator found that Ratna, who is there, Ramarao's niece, she is a nice choice for she could be a nice choice for Ranga. She was from a big town and knew how to play veena and harmonium. He came up with a plan now. He asked Ramarao's wife to send Ratna to his place to fetch some buttermilk. Okay, now he requested Ratna to sing and sent for Ranga. Ranga reached the narrator's place and stopped outside the room. Now, when Ratna, she went along with the buttermilk at the narrator's place, okay, there they were discussing, and the narrator neighbor, he is telling Ratna to sing a song. Now not coincidentally, he had planned, he had called Ranga also at the same plan, at the same place at a particular time. So when she was singing, Ranga reached the narrator's place and stopped outside the room, as he did not want to disrupt the singing, but he was curious to see her face, and so he is peeping out from the door. Okay, Ratna, she noticed the stranger and stopped abruptly. Now Ratna felt that somebody is outside, so she stopped. Ranga came in and the girl left. Curiously, he inquired about the girl, and the narrator cleverly played at his words. Now see the twist. Now Ranga, he had started having an interest as to who is this girl, hearing the voice of the girl, beautiful voice. So he is asking, so the narrator is telling that he is playing with his words. Okay, he is telling something else. He told Ranga that the girl was married of a year ago, and noticed the disappointment flaring on the Ranga's face. Now Ranga felt disappointed. He was infatuated to the girl. That means he got attracted. The narrator was happy as his plan was working now. See the game that he is playing. As his next step, the next day, the narrator took Ranga to the astrologer. Okay, now the narrator, he is taking Ranganathan to an astrologer. Okay, to make his confidence much more real, who had already tutored what to say. It was a meeting with the astrologer when the narrator's name is disclosed. That is Shyama, he was. Okay. The astrologer pretended to read the natal chart of Rangappa and declared that the boy was in love with a girl. Now everything, it was being planned. The Brahmin or the astrologer, he was also being told earlier by the narrator that when I and Ranga comes, you have to say all these things. So he sees the kundli or the natal chart and he says that now yes, you are in love, and the girl name is something which is related to the ocean. Shyama or the narrator name is itself Shyama, said that it could be Ratna Ramarau's niece. Ranga's smile was not hidden from Shyama, but the girl was married. So, in the textbook, if you read, many name of the ocean materials are being given, objects are being given, that whether it could be Ratna or whether it could be some Nira something. Then finally he comes to the name Ratna. So the Ranga is very much happy hearing the name, but he feel very saddened that Ratna is the girl existing in the village, but the girl is married. Now what to do? She cannot be the person whom he can marry. The narrator took the boy to Ramarau's house and asked him to wait outside. Okay, so it was the Ratna's place, staying with his uncle Ramarao. When he came outside, he confirmed that the girl was not married, that there had been some confusion. After all, the narrator had to come up with something. Even Ranga then admitted that he had been attracted to the girl. Later, a conversation between the astrologer and the narrator is described. How the astrologer says that though the narrator had given him clues, he could have found it all out by himself through astrology. The story moved for 10 years, or to say is returned to the present. Now, after having the clarification about Ratna's marriage, that she is not married, Ranganathan, he got married to Ratna. A proposal was being sent to Ratna's house. They both got married. Okay, they got a boy. And now coming to 10 years forward the story into the present story, now the boy of the Ranganathan, he was 3 years old. So Rangappa came one day to the narrator, inviting him at the son Shyama's third birthday. So now he also kept his child's name as Shyama. Obviously, Ratna and Ranga had been married, and now they had been having a 3 years old son, whom Ranga named after the narrator. And for the good thought that Ratna was also pregnant for the second time, so she was soon going to have the second baby. So having this thought, the narrator was very much happy as to his plan was successful, and both are having a happy married life. Now the difficult meanings from the textbook: cartographer, that means a person who draws or make the maps. Karigar Dabbu, which means it is a South Indian sweet fried dish. Okay, if you see the picture, many of the people will come to know what is exactly the sweet dish. Feast means it is a delight. Rambling means beating about the bush, not coming to the point. That means the person will not come straight to the point, because the person is scared. So he will say beat. So he will beat around the bush. Change means to talk about the small coins. Commodity means a thing. Pleasantries means jokes. Considerate means to care for others. Black hole of Calcutta. Okay. Troop means group. Black hole of Calcutta means it is about the black, which we used to have Black Friday, so it is the Black Day of Calcutta, wherein some harsh things had happened in Calcutta. Okay, wherein many people, they had been very scared, and they were being trapped in one particular room. So and they had been died. So it is called as a black hole, or the Black Day of Calcutta. Troop over here means a group of people. Buttermilk, which everybody knows. Bitter gourd, it's a green bitter vegetable. Vowed means to take an oath. Shriveled means withered. That means to shake out of fear. Paraphernalia means equipment or things. Okay, so go through the chapter, go through the textbook. For better understanding, you can rewind the video. Clear? And start preparing the notes. Okay, start writing, understanding the text and talking about the text, question and answers, okay, from the textbook. Clear? Thank you.